Okay, for this project I'm going to be using Lion Brand's Van of Choice. It's just a 4-ply acrylic, but you can use any 4-ply yarn that you have. And I'm going to be using a size I 5.5mm crochet hook. Okay, and I'm going to start with a chain of 35. Now what this 35 is, it wraps around my leg at the top as high as I want my sock to go, but it wraps tight. So what you do is you make your chain, it can be any numbers, and wrap it around how the tallest part that you want your sock to be, and make sure it's wrapped pretty tight because you want it to, or snug. I mean, not tight that it's cutting off your circulation or anything, but snug, that way it's not falling down on you. And then what you want to do, but I started with a chain of 35, so okay, without twisting your chain, you want to slip stitch into your very first stitch to form one large ring. Like that. And now I'm going to do a chain of 3. And now I'm going to work across, putting 1 double crochet in every stitch. Work around, I mean. I'm going in around. So 1 double in each stitch. This should be a pretty easy sock, so I think even probably someone who's pretty new at crochet could probably do it. So should be quick and easy. So just go ahead and continue around, putting 1 double crochet in each stitch until you get back to the beginning. You made it all the way around with your first row of double crochet. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of my beginning chain 3. Like that. And now I'm going to chain 3 again. And I'm going to work front post double crochet and back post double crochet to create some ridging at the top. So I'm going to go into the next stitch, I'm going to double crochet, but I'm going to do it around the post. So I'm going to yarn over, and instead of going in the top of the stitch, I just go right around the post. And then I double crochet. Now my next one is going to be a back post. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go in from the back of my work and then around the post. And that way the post is on the back. And then double crochet. Like that. Now I'm going to do a front post double crochet around the post. And then double crochet. And my next one is going to be a back post double crochet. Yarn over, go in from the back and back through. Now your post is on the back of your hook, like that. And then you just double crochet. Next stitch, front post double crochet, right around the post. And then a back post double crochet. And I'm just going to keep repeating this. Front post double crochet, back post double crochet. Just like that. Front post. I want to repeat this pattern all the way back around to the beginning. Okay, once you made it back around, after that front row of front post, back post double crochet, slip stitch into the top of your chain 3. Chain 3 again, and now I'm just going to repeat that again. So I'm going to do a front post double crochet right here on top of this front post double crochet, and then I'll do a back post right back here around this back post, and then a front post on this front post, And the next one will be a back post around this back post back here. That one gave me some trouble, but I got it. Next is front post. So it's the same thing we just did. We're just doing front posts on top of the front post, and then the back post, you can see them back here on top of the back post, all the way around. Slip stitch in the top of that chain 3 again, and I'm going to do the exact same thing we just did one more time. So I'm going to go ahead and front post double crochet around the next stitch, and then back post double crochet around that post back here, front post around the next one, and then back post, and then front post. And you can see that it created some ridges on it. And I'm just going to continue this around, and this will be the last row of these that we do on the top here. So I'll just meet you back up at the beginning. Okay, after that round I just slip stitched into the top of my chain 3. So now what I'm going to do is chain 1, and I'm going to go back into the same stitch that we just slip stitched into and single crochet. And now I'm going to work around, putting 1 single crochet in every stitch all around. Okay, I made it around, and I just did that row of 1 single crochet in every stitch. Now I'm probably going to need a stitch marker because I'm going to be working in rounds of single crochet. So I'm going to just slip this right here so I know where I end and where I begin. Okay, now I'm just going to jump over and single crochet into the first single crochet. And what I want to do this round is a round of decreases. So I'm going to do 8 single crochets in a row, and then I'm going to do a single crochet decrease. So I'm going to jump over to the first one and single crochet. And now I'm going to count 8 single crochets. That was my first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now I'm going to single crochet decrease. So I'm going to go into the next stitch, drop a loop, and then I'm going to go into the next one, drop a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops. So that was a single crochet decrease. And now I'm going to do 8 single crochets in a row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I'm going to do my single crochet decrease, go in the next stitch, drop a loop, and then the next one, drop a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3. And then it's 8 single crochets in a row, and then the single crochet decrease. And you just repeat that pattern all the way around. I made it back around to my stitch marker after that row of decreases, so I'm just going to move my stitch marker up, and now I'm just going to continue around, putting 1 single crochet in every stitch. And I'm going to do this for a few rounds. I'm not quite sure how many yet, because I don't have a pattern. Just make these up as I go. So I'm just going to keep going around, putting one single crochet in every stitch. And I'll let you know here in just a second how many rows I do. Okay, I went ahead and did a total of 15 rows. Okay, you can tie this off if you want, or I'm not going to. I'm just gonna start with it later. So I'm gonna start with a new color. Start my yarn here in the next stitch from where I left off. Chain 1, go back into the same stitch and single crochet. Now I'm going to single crochet, one single crochet in every stitch across here. 4 for 12 stitches. It's 10. 11 and 12, and I'm going to chain 1 and turn. So 12 single crochets, chain 1, turn. Now I'm going to decrease over these first 2, so I'm going to go right into this very first stitch and drop a loop, and I'm going to go in the next stitch, drop a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3. And now I'm going to work my way across, putting 1 single crochet in every stitch until I get to the last 2 stitches, and then I'll decrease over the last 2. Okay, I'm at my last 2 stitches here. I'm going to go into the next one, drop a loop. Go in the next one, drop a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3. Now I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Now I'm going to decrease again over the first 2 stitches, single crochet decrease. And now I'm going to work my way across, putting 1 single crochet in every stitch until I get to the last 2. And then I'll decrease over the last 2. Decrease. Like that. Chain 1 and turn. I'm going to single crochet decrease over the first 2 stitches. One single crochet in every stitch until I get to the last stitch. Last 2 stitches, and then I'll decrease over the last 2. Like that. Okay. Again, chain 1 and turn. Decrease over the first 2 stitches. 1 single crochet in each stitch till you get to the last stitch, or last 2 stitches, and then you decrease over them. Okay, now we're going to do just the opposite of that. We're going to increase in the first 2 stitches and in the last 2 stitches. So I'm going to chain 1, increase in the first stitch and increase in the last stitch. So I'm going to put 2 single crochets in the very first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in every stitch until we get to the last stitch, and then I'm going to put 2 single crochets in the last stitch. Then I'm going to chain 1 and turn. I'm going to put 2 single crochets in the very first stitch, and then I'm going to work my way across, putting 1 single crochet in each stitch until I get to the last stitch. In the last stitch I'll put 2 single crochets. Chain 1 and turn. Repeat that again. 2 single crochets in the very first stitch, one single crochet across until you get to the last stitch, and put 2 single crochets in the last stitch. And I'm going to repeat it again. Chain 1 and turn. 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet across in each stitch until you get to the last stitch, and the last stitch gets 2 single crochets. Okay, and you can clip this off. What I'm going to do is take my yarn needle and sew it up the side here on both sides. I'm going to take my yarn needle and I'm going to use this tail I just clipped, and I'm just going to line them up and kind of sew it neatly together. Like that, and then you want to do the same to the other side. I got that sewed up on both sides here. Now I'm going to pick up where I left off, and I am going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch here around this piece, and do the best you can to get it in there because it's kind of on the side, so yeah. And then I'm going to work around. Putting 1 single crochet in every stitch. For a little while till I get it long enough to till it goes to about the top of the toes, and then I'll put the toe part on. I did a total of, from here, of 24 rows, and I switched to my toe color here. I got 5 rows, so on row 19 I switched to my toe color and just did 5 more rows of the toe color. But of course you could switch it out whenever you want, or if you're using the same color, it's fine. And you can adjust this to your size foot. Just try it on and get it as long as you need it. Now I'm just going to decrease it shut. So I'm going to go and single crochet decrease in every stitch. Like this. 2 stitches at a time. That's kind of what it is. You go into 1 stitch, drop a loop, the next stitch, drop a loop, yarn over and go through all 3. Go in the next stitch, drop a loop, next stitch, drop a loop, yarn over and go through all 3. And I'm just going to keep doing this around and around until it's closed. Oh. Just like this, and you just keep doing this until you can't do any more of them. The decreases, and I can't really do no more. I got like a little hole there, but I'm gonna clip a long tail and use my yarn needle to sew up that hole. So pull this through. And just take it and sew up this hole that's left. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna do is I'll just do it, just going to probably go at the top here and put 1 single crochet in every stitch around the top, and that will be it. That's all there is to it. They're pretty easy to make, I think. This may be the most difficult part, but it's really not even that difficult. But I hope you were able to follow along okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to come check me out on Facebook. And until next time, have a good day.